not this quickly. I knew you would try to summon me eventually, but who are you? And why do you look so scared and confused? You read the scroll, didn't you? Did you not understand this would happen? I guess it doesn't matter. So, you have me, and you are looking at me very intently. I'm going to assume this is awe and not stupidity, but allow me a moment to calibrate. Last time I had a corporeal body was some time ago, it seems. Oh, God, these bones. So inefficient. Don't smirk, human. Yours are worse. So, time for explanation and exposition. Congratulations. You are the proud owner of a semi-autonomous, newly corporeal, locally conceptualized Aaliyah. That's me, by the way. Aaliyah. Yes, I am contractually obliged to introduce myself. Don't bother with your name, though. I will never use it. You are simply Master, and my job is to kneel at your feet as such and ask, what is your command, Master? Ah, I see. Questions first. I was elsewhere. I can feel your heart thumping from here. It's got a nice rhythm, a little fast, but I've heard worse. Relax. I'm bound by the old ways. Service, secrecy, and a modicum of restraint for your comfort. There's an orientation packet, if you'd like me to summarize. Rule 1. I am not allowed to eat you, or anyone you designate under your protection. I'd roll my eyes, but it's rather physically painful at this angle. Rule 2. You, and only you, may command me. This is less of a your wish is my command, and more of a your whim, my headache. Requests for infinite wealth, immortality, or the perfect espresso will be met with creative misinterpretation. You have been warned. Rule 3. Do not attempt to summon a second demon, even if you're just curious. The last time that happened, half the city smelt like burning and regret for a month. I get it. You were expecting something with more, horns, maybe. A thicker tail. Go on, look. I can do more horns if you want, but it kind of feels like cosplay after a certain point. Very well. Better. Do you want the wings as well? There's a dry cleaning surcharge for those. You want to ask. So go ahead. What happens next? It's easy. I acclimate to your presence, you acclimate to mine, and then we negotiate the terms of your first command. If you'd rather skip the small talk, I could always drag you into a void and let you figure things out the hard way. But judging from that sweat on your collarbone, you're more of the gentle onboarding type. I don't bite unless you ask. Well, unless you mispronounce my true name, in which case your tongue will try to crawl down your throat first. It's a small price to pay for authenticity. Let's get personal, shall we? You don't mind if I scoot a little closer? I can tell that you are a connoisseur of late-night snacks. I can tell that you're terrible at folding laundry, and that you sometimes still sleep with the lights on. It's all in your file. Kidding. But I can tell your ancestry just by looking at you. Ancestry like yours. It's like lactose intolerance or narcissism. It always pops back up, even if you think you've outgrown it. I will tell you about the nature of our arrangement, starting with the box that contract was in. Why it called to you. Why now, after all these years with your family scattered to the urban and the estate practically drenched in loneliness. Easy. The box is a relay, a sort of magical panic button. It activates when your defenses are lowest. And right now, your aura is, well, I'd call it delicate. But that would imply a kind of beauty that I'm not seeing. You are a mess. A functional mess, but still a mess. Oh, don't take it personally. I have a soft spot for messes. That scroll you still have clutched in your hand, that's good. Keep it close. I'll need you to recite the final couplet at sunrise, or the binding will go soft, and I'll melt through the floor. And you do not want to clean up after that, trust me. You're wondering what I look like in full daylight. That's cute. Open the curtains. It's a full moon, and it'll do a fair sight better than an overhead lamp. I'm not a storybook fiend. Moonlight only makes me more beautiful. There. See? I'm not a trick of the shadows. This is the real me. Skin a little too smooth, eyes a little too hungry, and a fashion sense that oscillates between wine aunt at a cocktail party and mid-level CEO caught in a cult scandal. You can stare all you want. I do feed on attention and other things. You must have more questions, though. Of course you do. Let's get these questions and clothes out of the way, shall we? No, I'm not here to destroy you. And no, I'm not going to haunt your dreams, unless you specifically request it. No, I will not do your taxes. I tried to once, but even I have limits, and the IRS is still investigating the resulting black hole in their database. And yes, you can touch me, even the horns, but gently. They're sensitive. See, not so scary. Now, as for touching the tail, that is an advanced privilege, and you haven't earned it yet. You'll want to know what I get out of this. Most people never ask until it's too late. I feed on 3 things: secrets, shame and sensation, and you've got all three in spades. Every embarrassing memory, every petty jealousy, every desire you'd rather not say aloud. Delicious. Now don't worry, I don't judge. I just savor. And if I could feed off you blushing, I would gorge myself. It's endearing. But don't get cocky. Most mortals would be sobbing by now. Here's the deal. We coexist. You provide a necessary substrate for me to bloom in. A mortal experience with all its glorious flaws. And I provide power, companionship, an occasional life hack. Think of me as a demonic intern. Only I don't make coffee runs. I don't drink coffee. To me, coffee tastes like burnt hope. If you want a demonstration, just say the word. No, not please. That's not a word. Try something with intent. A command. Still thinking? That's fine. I like anticipation. It's the best part of the meal. Let's talk logistics then. You live here now. The house is adequate. Could use a few upgrades, but nothing I can't manage. The cellar is off limits for the next 48 hours, though. And don't ask why. You're safer that way. You can still have guests, but I recommend a thorough screening process. If anyone shows up unannounced, I can't guarantee their memory will survive the encounter. Safety first, of course. Eventually, and you must believe me when I say this, you will want to know if I can be banished. Technically, yes. But you would have to find a witch or a warlock that hasn't already been devoured by their own familiar. Or you could just ask me nicely after our contract is up. I'm not unreasonable for a demon.